players out there.
From past the arc, the shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Stolen away. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, he's a scary guy to go up against just because of how physical he is. He intimidates his opponent. He's going to punish you inside, and you have to be ready physically to play against this guy.
And you know what? He's super on the offensive glass. Whether he's bagging his own groceries or sticking back one of his teammates misses, he gets it done in there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. They get a hand on it. Outside Durant takes the 3, gets it to go. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Not a really great start for him as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
A 3 ball. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
And here's LeBron outside. No good.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Durant with another miss.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Good strength there. Just barely off with that attempt.
I don't think you can fault him right there. A lot of contact on that one. Well, one of the struggles for a young team is figuring out how to win on the road. And winning on the road is not just execution, it's preparation and mindset. And young teams struggle to put that together, and the Cavs were certainly a team that struggled with that.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Thunder. That's good. 8 points for Kevin Durant. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. James, Irving. Here's the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
The Cavaliers leading. Irving double team. Fires the 3. The shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Ibaka. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For the Cavaliers, being young was a big problem, and not having much luck with injuries was another. But, Steve, it can be tough to score points when you're on the road, and they struggle with that in a big way.
Well, they would end up in the bottom 5 in scoring. Last year while on the road, and that did them no favors. And defense, I mean, that was another issue. They couldn't stop anybody. So you combine bad offense, bad defense, going on the road, you're in some trouble.
Well, the Cavs really didn't have a lot of players that demanded attention on defense last year. Really just Kyrie Irving, and when he was out, their offense had no punch.
Now here's Westbrook. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
To the inside. Deflected. It's Thompson off the drive. LeBron lets the three fly. LeBron with another miss. And for the Cavs, Cleveland managing just 6 wins out of the 30 games they had out of conference.
Well, when you can only win 6 games against the West, I mean, there's a pretty good chance you're going to finish at the bottom of the East. I thought injuries really derailed the Cavs season, but they weren't ready to go out on the road and beat better Western teams. Too many young players on the team who just didn't understand the NBA yet.
Irving can't hit.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Now, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Well, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, he almost always cashes in when he gets to the line. He was about 86% from the free throw line last season.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeBron is doubled. Waiters, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Love kicks to Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. LeBron with the block. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And there's the call on Durant. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, so much has been said about the Oklahoma City home court advantage, and for good reason. I mean, you can feel it and hear it. Like a college atmosphere.
That's a good point. Now, here's Cantor. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
LeBron dishes to Love. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Clark, back to what you said. Not only can you hear it when they are here, you can literally feel it. The rumbling, Steve, when you first come out of the tunnel is amazing.
Well, the Thunder have a fantastic team, Kevin, and you know they've been good the last few years, but you don't go 34-7 at home like they did last season without a significant advantage coming from the crowd, and I think that's been the case here. The crowd is loud and active and fired up every single night.
And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. "19 seconds left in the first."
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
They get it again. The second chance effort. Irving rejected by Westbrook. And they get it back. Good on the shot. And 11 points for LeBron. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the... Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Ibaka, the pass to Waiters. And Adams kicks to Waiters. The pass to Adams. The Cavaliers pull it in. There's the lob to the hoop. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into